Hola, hola, ¿cómo están? Buenos días, good morning. Sometimes I forget that I am making the video in English. Well, today we're gonna talk about a little bit more regarding the back Mitra. For all of you who already has one and you don't know exactly which exercises you can do, I made a video previous this one. It was just a basic one showing a little bit of what you can do to start with the Mitra. But today I would like to do a little bit more with a little bit more of exercises for you to get more familiar with it and really starting to take advantage of all the benefits. All right? So we said that we have to have a block, but if you don't have a block, like in this case, right here I have a ball, a mini ball, so you can also use the ball in between your knees. You also can use a belt around your knees. The intention with the belt is to hold and contain, like support your legs so the legs won't open or collapse. The intention of the block or the ball or a pillow, if you're at home, is to aggravate, like to create a little sense of engagement, but without tensing, like without squeezing, as we do sometimes like in Ashtanga yoga. The intention of the back Mitra is to work deeply on our spine. And how are we gonna work deeply? Being more relaxed, like letting it go a little bit more, creating more space on the chest and extending a little bit more of the spine. So I'm gonna connect my Mitra on the middle of my mat with the line facing up. I'm gonna move a little bit of this box because I'm not gonna have room. Sorry about that. Put the shoes to the side. All right. Connect the block in between your knees. Connect little by little the middle of the spine, the center of the spine, the T7 on the lowest part of the Mitra. Depending on the length on your body, you can know more or less if you are correctly connected. If you reach one of your hands up and check how much of a space above your head you have of a Mitra. So sort of has to be like about 3 inches, 2 inches. In centimeters, like 10 centimeters. So I'm engaging the block. I'm not dragging my heels very close to my glutes or have them like very far. Like the heels needs to be above your knees. In this video you can see it very well. And again, try to not over curve your lower spine. Try to sink. And from here, turn your hands facing up. Natural rotation on your shoulders. As you can see, if my hands are facing down, my shoulders are up. But if my hands are facing up, the rotation, the natural rotation on the shoulders, make them drop a little bit more towards the mat and create more space on the chest. From here, we're already working on the Mitra. And I think I mentioned it on the last video, like if your chin is very, very much projected to the sky, because we humans tend to overdo things, and sometimes we overcurve the neck, the cervicals, or we overcurve the lower spine, the lumbars. So that's why I recommend you to sink, to bring your ribs in, like closing them, like if somebody's pulling your belly button from the ground. So if your chin is very projected to the sky, you can fold a towel and connect a towel here as a pillow, or buy a pillow Mitra and use it. Relax your shoulders. Start breathing long and deep, preferably by your nose. Long inhalations, deep exhalations. Connecting with that sensation of expansion, extension through your inhalation. Connecting with that sense of relief, of softening through your exhalation. Starting to create or recreate this bridge with your breath to reconnect with your physical body while you are breathing long and deep through your nose. Starting to visualize your feet really well connected. Sometimes we reach our toes up or one heel out, or we open the heel. So make sure your feet are parallel, are really well grounded. Softly the knees hug the block in between. And from that connection, relax your hips, relax your glutes, relaxing your lower spine, sinking your shoulders, your elbows and wrists. Expanding, extending, softening and releasing. Taking a deep inhalation, bring your hands to the center of your heart in Anjali Mudra to set up an intention, a purpose, or a reason to your practice, Sankalpa. Most of the time we do by doing, without having a purpose, without having a reason. Or sometimes on the journey, on the way, we forget about the goal or what we're doing, why. So that's why in yoga, in all the practices, we always set an intention, and we try to keep that intention in our hearts and in our minds during the whole practice. What's your goal? What brings you here? What do you want to reach? What do you want to get better? Take a deep breath in here. Or what do you want to heal? Deep breath out. Inhale deep. Exhale long. Inhale. Sometimes you just be thankful for something or for somebody. Exhale completely. Deep inhalation, reach your arms up to the sky. Deep exhalation, open your hands as wide as your shoulders. Sometimes when we reach our arms up, we tense our shoulders. Try to keep your shoulders away from your ears, back to the Mitra. Ball of light in between your hands, spread your fingers. Everything is engaged, everything is participating. Yes, we are on a relaxed pose or practice, a restored practice. But we want to be here, we want to engage. We don't want to tense, but we want to be here. Taking 2 or 3 deep breaths, moving on your exhalation, stopping the movement on your inhale. Bring that ball of light above your head. When our hands are above our belly button, we have a very big chance to rectify our neck, Try to slide your head from the back to the back, trying to project your chin more to the front. In my personal case, every time that I do that, my neck pops, just like the vertebrae are adjusting and getting back on the place that they're supposed to be. Deep inhalation, open your elbows in cactus. Deep exhalation, reach your arms to the back. Inhale, open in cactus. Exhale, reach them back. Inhale, open in cactus. Exhale, reach them back. And last one, inhale, open in cactus. And from here, on your next exhalation, bring your hands half circle forward. Coming back to the original pose, rest your elbows on the doors of your hands in your mat. So the palms are facing up. We're going to bridge pose, where sometimes our hands are facing down, and we use our hands to bring our hips up. In this case, I want you to engage more your feet, both of your feet at the same time, not only your heels, but your toes, the four corners of both of your feet. Pressing, take a deep inhalation, reach your hips up. On your exhalation, bring your hips back down, and before your glutes touch the mat, take a deep inhalation, reach your hips up. Exhale back down. Before you touch, inhale, reach up. Exhale back down. So the knees are engaged because of the block, but the glutes are not tense. Inhale, reach up. And this time we're going to stay here a couple of deep breaths, moving the weight of our body to the upper spine, the neck and the head. Again, slide your head to the back, chin to chest. Chest is closer to your chin. Softening on your hips and your glutes, feet really well engaged. Relax the doors of your hands. Trying to visualize that diagonal line from your knees, your hips, and your shoulders. Inhale deep. Exhale, release it slowly. Disc by disc, like if you want to connect first your lower spine, sinking your belly button to the mat. And then your sacrum and glutes back on top. Deep inhalation, reach your arms up. Deep exhalation, bring your right hand to your left elbow, left hand on top of your right, making an arch in front of your chest. Squeeze your elbows in. Inhale, pull your shoulders up to the sky. Exhale, bring them back down to the Mitra. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, back down to the Mitra. Inhale, reach up, like if with your shoulders you want to touch your ears. Exhale, back down to the Mitra, and stay here a couple of deep breaths. Squeeze maybe your elbows a little bit more. Walk your hands to your wrists, interlace your wrists or your hands, and taking a deep exhalation, bring your hands as they are above your head. Maybe you have a little bit of a space of a Mitra coming out of your head. You can rest your hands there. Sometimes when our torsos are very long, we don't have much space of a Mitra coming out of our head. We can connect a block above our heads in order to rest the hands there. And resting the hands allowed us a little bit more to relax more on the shoulders, looking more for space on the chest, on the heart. And your breath is there, long and deep through your nose. Next exhalation, bring your gaze to the right. You can slide your head from on the Mitra, or leave your head out and connect the side of your head on top of the Mitra. Sagging both of your elbows down, especially your left. And even when our hands are above our belly button, try to not overcurve your lower spine. Try to sink your ribs in. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, gaze to the left. Little by little, slide your head or reach your head up and connect the side of your head on top of the knee. So that's why in the first video I was referring that you can move your ponytail, but better to have your head free so you can drag your head depending on the movements that we're going to do. Deep inhalation, gaze to the sky. Deep exhalation, open your elbows in cactus and bring your hands half circle forward. Inhale, reach your arms up and slowly back. Exhale, open elbows in cactus and bring your hands half circle forward. One more. On your own pace, try to move very slowly, pairing the movement with your breath. So the body is moving on the command of the breath and not otherwise, as most of the time we do. Rest your elbows and your hands, coming back to the original pose. We're going to remove the block in between our knees, preferably send the block to the left, because we're going to open our right arm. We're going to roll over to our right side, fetal pose. Left hand above the head is going to remove the Mitra out, leave it on the side. Very slowly, without the Mitra, spine is going to come back on top of the mat, holding our knees to our chest. So coming back up the Mitra safely is very important because of all the work, all the movement that we have been doing on the spine. Rock slowly side to side. Can be with your knees together, feet together, or open the space in between your knees. I personally like open the space and drag my hands on the inside part of my knees. And from my hands, direct the movement side to side. Very slowly close the space in between the knees and the feet. Open your elbows in cactus. Taking a deep inhalation, drop your knees to the right. Deep exhalation, come back to the center. Inhale, drop to the left. Exhale, come back to the center. Inhale, drop to the right. And this time we're going to stay here a couple of deep breaths. Sag both of your legs down. Connect your right hand on top of your left hip. Slice that hand from your thigh or your knee, directing the movement. Stay on this variation. If with this variation for you is already enough, stay here. If you want to stretch a little bit more from the glute to the heel, the hamstring, extend your left leg. And maybe walk your hand from your calf, maybe to your heel, depending on your flexibility. The intention of yoga is healing, is reconnecting, is feel, is breathe with the movement. It's not hurting, it's not punishing us, it's not taking our bodies like way above of our capacity. Yes, it's challenging some of the systems of yoga, but what they all have in common is that they are looking for the benefit of the body, the soul, and the mind. All the systems won't try to hurt, but healing us. Sometimes it's more our egos above ourselves, above us, but try to control us. Very slowly drop your right hand down, bend your left knee. Take a deep inhalation, knees come back to the center. On your next exhalation, little by little, taking your time, drop your knees to the left. Left hand on top of your right hip. Slide your hand from your thigh to your knee. So that hand is guiding the movement. It's not pressing, it's not pulling, it's just with the own weight of the hand, guiding the movement of the legs, of the combo of the legs to the left. Same intention, stay here, or extend your right leg and drag your hand from your calf to your heel. So in yoga, in most of the styles or systems, we work both hemispheres and we use the same variation in both, because sometimes one side of us is stronger, the other side is more flexible. So if I work the strongest poses just on one side, on the stronger side, the other side is never going to be as stronger, right? Because we're just encouraging or promoting the side that is more flexible to do more, the variations that require more flexibility, and in the other one, no. So just balancing as a yin yang, balancing, balancing, balancing all the time in your life. Drop your left hand down, bend your right knee. Deep inhalation, knees come back to the center. This time on your next exhale, hold your knees toward your chest. Inhale, reach your shoulders on your head out, forehead toward your knees. Round chin to chest. Drop your shoulders down, like if your shoulders had a magnet with the mat. Bring your hands in between your knees, feet together, knees in butterfly with your hands grab your feet. Open your knees in, Balakonasana. Try to move the weight of your body forward, landing your lower spine completely on top of the mat. Arms are extended, chin to chest. Listen to your body, listen to your breath. Slowly separate your feet. Happy baby or insect pose. Rest your shoulders and your head on top of the mat. Open the space in between your feet and your knees. And if your hand cannot reach the sole of your feet, grab your calves, same intention. With your hands, gently pull a little bit the knees towards the mat or towards the floor. If you can to reach the outside part of your feet, maybe you can reach your toes. With your peace fingers, maybe grab your toes. So a variation going down and a variation going up on the same pose. In this variation, I personally like it very much because it allows the shoulders to be more relaxed than when the hands are on the arches. And it doesn't matter in the variation that you are, try to not overcurve your neck again. Try to keep projecting your chin to the front, not too much to the sky. 2 more deep breaths here. Expanding, extending through your inhalation. Softening, releasing through your exhale. Very slowly release your feet. Hug your knees back toward your chest. Reach your shoulders and your head out, forehead toward your knees, round chin to chest. Extend your legs up to the sky, hands behind your legs. Bounce forward and backwards. I recommend 5 or 6 times, very short at the beginning, little by little amplifying the range of motion. 2 more cycles. And on the last one, all the way to the front in order to sit, crossing your legs. So with this, I'm gonna close here the practice of today. So sit in a comfortable way. We call this pose easy pose, sitting with our legs crossed. If this is not comfortable for you, you can connect a block underneath to sit and create a little bit more of a space. Sometimes a space, as we create with the Mitra, in this case relaxing more our thighs, more our knees, more of the ankles, allowing us to really stay here without thinking that, oh, I'm uncomfortable, oh, like the intention is to focus on your breath, right? So we're gonna finish the practice here, sitting, crossing your legs. Again, if this pose is not comfortable, you can extend either one leg forward or both legs forward. Hands come back to the center of your heart. Take a deep breath in here. Deep breath out. Inhale deep. Exhale long. Inhale. Exhale completely. Namaste. Thank you very much. I hope that you enjoy the video. I hope that you start learning more about the back Mitra. If you have any questions, please comment on the lower part of the video, or if you have an email, you can email me. But I receive the comments from the videos like right away to my phone, so please feel free to make any comments. I didn't use music this time because since these are the introduction for the Mitra, are not really like full practices, I think that are better like just my voice clear and loud will be like only on the video. But maybe on the next ones I will include a little bit of music. I want to say thank you because today is Thanksgiving Day for all my American friends all over the world who are celebrating today the reunions with their families that maybe this year will be more possible to happen than last year. We all should be grateful for that. I'm very grateful because my family is here, not only my Mexican family, but my Canadian family is here, so we're gonna celebrate tonight. And taking the opportunity of it, I want to say thank you for my very good friend, owner of a spiritual gangster, Mr. Ian Lopatin, because he gave me this very nice shirt that it's one of my favorite shirts. I love this brand. Thank you, Ian. Thank you very much. Namaste. See you next